to make your own underground beats. So let's go. Now, there is a few things you will need. You will need Xenology or Serum. You could use bass plugins, but for this, I'm going to be using Serum. I've been using a lot of Serum recently. If you don't know how to get Serum, you can definitely get that for free. You feel me? You don't gotta pay no money. You could, hey, but it's up to you though. But you could get that for free, gang. Okay. So first of all, this right here is gonna pull up where you can put any program that you download. So right here, have Xenology, have Serum. Say you download something, right? Like Xenology or Serum. You go here to add, you go to manage plugins, and you hit find install plugins. After you install your, you feel me? You hit that, and once you hit find, you should be able to find it in here. You star it. And then right here, when you hit this plus sign, it should pop up. Right here, boom, Serum. Feel me? So this is what I'm going to be using for this. So you're just going to choose the sound that you like. I think I'm going to start with a pluck today. You feel me? I'm going to start with a pluck. Now, don't walk away from this thinking you're about to turn into Metro Boomin just because you watch this one video. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of hard work. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go here. So what I like to do right here, this is where you can put effects on your sounds. So let me show you, for example, right? So this is on 6. Once you click here, this is also on 6. This is now where your sound is. You feel me? So let me show you real quick. You go here, say you put an EQ on it, right?
Underscore Kaya 9886 says, why would I put it on the mixer life?
You would put it on a mixer so you can put effects on your sound. If you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you know. So for example, see how that affects how it sounds right there? You don't want to do that. But yeah. That's how you put sounds on your shit. So for example, you put a gross beat on this. Change this to momentary and you have something like this now. Feel me? Or you could, feel me? This is just where you put effects on your sounds. So today I'm going to be using the D key. You can use any key you want. Right here you go to view, go to scale highlighting, put this on minor natural right here, right? Go back to view, scale highlighting, and you can choose whatever note you want your beat to be in. Today I'm going to be using D sharp. That's my most comfortable key. But any of these you'll be able to use. And right here where it's lighter, the lighter areas are what keys you can put. Like it would be in key if you use these lighter areas, right? So look at this. You love D? Hey, I love D, nigga. I love D. So right, light area, light area, light area, right? This is a chord. Feel me? Now, if you were to put one in a dark area, you see how that sounds off key? Sits ass. It's called a minor triad. This is called a minor triad. I don't know everything there is to know about beats. I'm not motherfucking, like I said, nigga, I'm not Metro Boomin. I'm not Nate CXO. You feel me? I'm just teaching you the ropes, my nigga. You feel me? So this is a minor triad. Yo, Perky, what's good, boy? How you feeling today? So boom, we're gonna start with this, and then I think I'm just gonna keep it on this BPM. But before you make your beat though, you are gonna want to change your BPM depending on how slow or fast you want it. This is the metronome, that clicking noise. I'm gonna keep it at 130 though. All right. So after this minor triad, I'm gonna bring it higher. Boom, boom, all light areas. I think I'm gonna go from right here though. And how I'm selecting these like this, like how I'm doing that, I'm holding control and left click. How I'm selecting all those notes right there. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add effects on it. I'm trying to make this as simple as I can for y'all. I'm not gonna try to make no complex ass beat. I know y'all are trying to learn, so I'm gonna make it real simple for y'all. You are based off life, though. I am indeed. So most beats that you're gonna make, you're gonna want to bring it out to 5. What I like to do, I like to bring it out to 3, and then highlight everything with Control and left click, and then hit Control B, and that copies everything over. In the second John, you know, you can change some stuff just to add some depth if you want to. Something like those, you know. Maybe bring this down here. Something like that, you know. Just sauce it up a little bit. Feel me? And like I said earlier, here's the mixer and where you put your sound on 6. These are the effects that I put on it earlier. Gross beat is going to sauce that up a little bit. And then I can put like a, this is half the speed right here. And then this right here, I like bringing this down like this so you can have both the sounds playing simultaneously. So it's like having 2 sounds, but it's only 1 sound. It's just an effect on the sound. You feel me? Okay, next I'm going to use, I think I'm going to go with a lead. You feel me? I'm going with a lead. Alright. So if you're using Serum, I actually just recently got taught this myself. That's the good thing about making art, making music. There's never a cap on what you can learn. You'll always be learning, my nigga. So I just learned this recently. My nigga Is taught me this. Right here, this setting makes it to where your sounds can blend into each other, right? So that's what I'm going to be using on this lead right here. So I'm going to keep it real repetitive like that. Again, Control B, Control B, Control B. Boom. Just gotta bring it over here. And I got that on 7 right there. I'm going to lower that so my other sound can breathe a little bit. It's not overpowering the other one. This is mixing. See, just by moving up those 2 notes, it sounds totally different. You're going to want to change just little things within your beat just to make it sound a little bit unique. You feel me? You don't want it to get tiring or niggas to get tired of the beat. You feel me? You want to keep it, you want to spice it up here and there, you know? Alright, next join. I think I'm going to go with some bass in that motherfucker just to add some boom. You feel me? Some low in it, some low in it. Let me try a different sound. So your root note is going to be the note at the very bottom. As you can see, my root note right now is D, right? So boom, swap to these, D, D. Your root note is what key you're going to be in, most likely, right? You could drop your, you can do this, right? I be doing this sometimes on mine. I don't know if it's like, if you're supposed to do it musically, but like I be dropping my shit like this. Yes, you can do that. Okay. I be dropping my shit sometimes just to give it a little bit of depth, but you don't have to if you want to keep it safe. When I first started making beats, I just kept the root note what it is. Like how I put the note on D, your bottom note will forever be D throughout the whole joint. When you're first starting, at least you should, at least. That's what I used to do. Alright, I'm going to change this. And then 808s will come back to root notes and shit. I want my 808 to be able to breathe, but I do want there to be some low end. Right? All right, when you have all the sounds that you want, you're about to move on to the drums. Oh, yeah, I'm layering that. I'm gonna layer that motherfucker. I might have to get Serum. Hey, Serum is really good. Serum is really good. This is how I mix my shit. So you're gonna play one sound at a time. And you're just gonna try to match them like level-wise, right? So right here, I can hear both the sounds just fine. And then when you activate this one, you're gonna see if you can hear it simultaneously with these two sounds, right? So you want every sound to be able to be distinctive. Like, okay, if I listen for the 1 on 6, will I be able to hear it with all of these? Yes, I can. If you can listen for 7. Yup, can hear that. You can listen for 8. That's a good way to like mix your shit. You should have 1 to 2 sounds that stand out at a time, and the rest should be background support and effects. So right here, my 8 is supporting, my bass is supporting. My lead and the first sound I added are like the 2 main sounds. I think I'm gonna turn that down a little bit more because I'm gonna have 808s punching like a motherfucker. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna keep that melody and I'm gonna start on the drums. Now, how you start on the drums is up to you. I recently been starting with my 808s. I think I am gonna start with 808s for this tutorial. But the simple way to go, actually, I'll go simple. When I first started making beats, I started doing hi-hats and claps first. I think those are the 2 easiest things to lay down, especially when you're first starting. Tell them to do the snare first. Really? You start with the snare? You start with a snare-ish? Oh, no, gang. Oh, no. I always started with hi-hats. So, basically, when you left-click this right here and hit 2-step, this is like the most basic hi-hat pattern, right? So it's just boop, boop. Right, super easy. And then you can sauce it up by just you can even take it a step further. If you left click on this or right click, hit piano roll, you can go in here and add faster hi-hats and shit like that. So boom, 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 right? But I'm not gonna do that for this. This is a beginner's tutorial. Next, you can go claps. Yes, I'm doing tutorial. So we're gonna pick one of these. Let's use. Should we use this one? I kind of want to use this one. No, I got like a low into it. Here, we'll use this one. So right here, these are the most basic claps right here. Boom, 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 boom. And then you can add like a little bit of bounce to it. Feel me? Alright. Now for the 808s. If you have drum kits 9 times out of 10, you have a Spins 808 somewhere, motherfucker. This is the most forgiving 808. You feel me? This is very basic. The most forgiving 808 there is the Spins 808, in my opinion, okay? So this is how you're going to want to set up your 808s right here. For trap, snare should hit on the 3rd and 7. They should know that, yeah. Okay, so now, for the 808s, you're going to be on this screen right here. First of all, take off use loop points. You're going to go ahead and click on this right here. Turn your attack down all the way, your hold up all the way, and everything else you're going to turn down all the way, right? Go into piano roll, and now you're ready to lay down your 808s. So, our root note is D. D is the key that we chose, based off life, pregnancy. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? And what does that do, life? That makes it so your 808 after it plays, it doesn't keep playing and bleed in the other 808s. Feel me? Now, you're gonna turn this all the way up too, if you want your shit bumping like those. You feel me? Why don't niggas just use the cut self option? Is it inconsistent? When you put it at the end, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no. Hold on, let me see. Let me see actually. Turn this on. Let me. Can I like? Oh god. You see how the 808 keeps playing? You don't want that. You don't want the 808 to keep on playing in your ear, right? So when you do this, see how it stops playing? I think it's just better. They are both valid, yeah. By the end, yeah. To be secure, exactly. So this is very basic right here. Boom, 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 right? You know? And then you can like raise it if you want to. Oh, I can't do that actually, right? Because I used... It's colliding with this, right? Is that right, Ish? It's colliding with this? If I bring it up that high? Since this is like a bass, it's colliding with that since I'm bringing it up that high, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we're going to keep it on a root note. I'm going to get this a little bit more bounce right here. Boom, boom, boom. Sounds off because of gross beat. That's one thing too. Like, if you do end up using gross beat, if you don't play it from the beginning, it's gonna sound off. That's just gross beat just does that. You can render your sound out by itself if you don't want to deal with it. All right. After that, first of all, you're gonna want to delete this limiter off. I should have said that at the beginning. And I usually don't do it until I get to this point with the 808s though. Also, you're going to want to add a fruity soft clipper to your shit. Yes, sir. Okay, let me see. Right here, you can split all your shit up. So, like, how this is all clumped into one pattern. Hit split on this, split by channel. That's going to split up all your sounds. So then you can use them all separately. Like, say, oh, I don't want the lead in right now. I'm going to take that out. Feel me? Alright, same thing with these. You can split that up. And it's going to separate all your drums. Boom. Hi-hats, claps, spins. And I think I'm going to match my 808 pattern to my bass pattern. I feel like it would be more forgiving if I do that. Soft clipper to 808s, right? Nah, I mean, they're for the 808s, yeah. But you're going to want to put it on your master. Feel me? On your master. It's two different things there, but nah, soft clipper on the master. Facts. You really beating it up? I'm really beating that shit up, bro. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Again, right here, Control B. Right? And then this is the arrangement process. Okay? This is the arrangement process. So here I can take out or leave in whatever I want to. So at the start, I'm going to take out all the drums. And I'm also going to take out my lead, the second sound we added. definitely trying to make a beat after this. Hell yeah, try to make one, my nigga. You feel me? You just gotta keep on trying, bro. It might be ass, but that's completely fine. You feel me? Everybody was ass when they first started, you know. And this is what I like to do after I'm already in the arrangement process and I have like a lead or anything, any pattern you want to change, but you want to keep the same sound. For example, I want to change how the lead sounds when it hits here. So I'm going to click on this right here, right? It's going to highlight what it is. You're going to right click it, hit clone, and then drag that clone over, right? And then you're going to change the way this one sounds. So if you click on this right here in the top left, that changes to where like, okay, right here, if it's on song, it plays everything that's here, right? But if you changed it to this, it only plays what's in the piano roll. You feel me? So I'm going to change this lead. Right? So now let's see how that sounds. Boom. Control B that over, and then I'm gonna click this, because like I said, it's only gonna play what's in the piano roll, right? But if it's on song, it will play everything. So let's hear what that sounds like after it switches. Feel me? You can do that with everything, like spins 808s. You can clone that, boom, bring it over here. Say you don't want it to go, how did it go on here? D, E, F. You don't want it to go like that, right? You can just make it go, oh, D, D, and you can bring it down to A if you want to for a couple times. Then bring it back to D. You can do whatever you want, right? This is your shit. You feel me? So it's like spicing up your beat here and there just so it don't sound like the same the whole fucking time. You feel me? You don't want it to look like this, because then it sounds the same the entire time, right? You want to take some shit out here, take some shit out there, maybe clone it, bring this over here. What you just want to sauce up your beat. You don't want it to sound repetitive the entire time. What? Your fat ass cheeks jiggling, lagging the Twitch servers. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Pro tip, put 5 goodizers and blood overdrives on the master. Do not do that shit, nigga. Do not fucking do that shit. For the master, though, if you want to put a master on your beats, I really don't put one on my mind. I probably should, but I really don't be using master. You can just find, like, beat masters wherever, like, on Reddit or Discord servers or some shit. I really don't use one, but yeah. Yo, Jeff don't care. What's good, boy? So, hope y'all niggas came out with something from this video. I'm going to play the beat one last time, put my tag on it. And yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to go through each sound with y'all. So first, we added this sound first. By itself, no effects. That sound sounds like this. That's why you need effects. It changes everything. It changes how the whole John sounds, you feel me? Then we added a lead after that. Cool, then we added a bass. Yeah, you gotta add effects on your males. And unless it's like a crazy sound, I almost always use effects on my males. Every single time. Every time, my nigga. You have to use effects, gang. What else? And then after we got this lead, we cloned it down here and swapped the beat up a little bit with this right here. So right, cool. Then we got basic hi-hats right here. You know, with the clap. Okay. 808s. Okay, cool. Alright. And now, here is the full beat for y'all. Kayan. Edit this. Don't have me just doing this for the longest time, though. You feel me? Always put 4 delays and 40 reverb on the master to spice it up. Yeah, you trying to get niggas to have some bullshit, ain't you? I think what I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna put the lead right here to where it comes in like that. Then swap it up just so it's better for the preview of the beat and shit, you know. Boom. Bring this in right here. Cut this. Then I'm also gonna cut this right here. Maybe like, oh shit, with the Kayan? The fuck, that nigga defraud me. This right here. Cut this like right here. And then I had this. You really only need serum, zen, purity, atmosphere. Yeah, pretty much. Just the basic Jones. Alright, cool. Then I'm gonna have In Another Life. Alright. Open mixer track. Prod tag. Yo, it don't be opening it. Why don't it be opening it? It's just so weird. I can't even see my tag, bro. Alright. And where is delay?
Life, in another life, in another life, this may have been different, 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 this may have been different.
Alright, cool. Alright, here's the full beat.
This may have been different, this may have been different.
Yeah, you gotta run keygen ASAP. Yeah, facts. Alright, now you know how to make a beat. What are you gonna do with that information? Are you just gonna go on to the next how to make a beat video? Open FL, nigga, and get to work, boy. You watch this video because you wanna know how to make beats. So go make a fucking beat, my nigga. Go make a beat. Yo, tell these niggas, make a fucking beat! Make a fucking beat! Damn! Yo, it be too many niggas. It be too many niggas that go watch the tutorial videos and then do nothing with the information. You sat here for mad long watching the video just to not make a fucking beat. Go make a beat. Good luck, boy.